Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. The plan to integrate Web3 elements into the economic and administrative systems of a country as large as the United States may sound ambitious, but in reality, it is closer than many might think. In fact, the U.S. government has been exploring the opportunities of Web3 in numerous programs and could even be considered a global leader. Joining me to discuss is Dr. Bryan Ritchie, CEO of SimbaChain, and we're going to discuss the U.S. government's activity in the world of blockchain. Dr. Ritchie, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
What makes the U.S. government a leader in blockchain adoption?
You know, blockchain is a very interesting technology, and it solves real problems that big organizations have, and the government has the resources to explore that and to try to work to figure out how to do that because it has such a big potential upside for them that they're leaning into it really heavily.
What are some of the implications of blockchain technology within various arms of government and the impact that it has had with the U.S. Air Force as an example, Space Force as another example?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different applications. One that they're doing a lot with is supply chain track and trace. The government builds a lot of things, a lot of big things and important things, and it's hard to necessarily know where that part is among 400 plus suppliers in some cases. Blockchain allows all of that data to be written in one place. It's permanent, immutable, verifiable, and it just reduces fraud and makes it really easy for the government to know where these things are, which, you know, increases productivity.
Where do you think the biggest opportunities are for governments through leveraging blockchain technology?
Certainly in building things in supply chain, but also in information management, asset tracking and management. We're working with the government to tokenize budget flows and monetary flows. Working with Space Force to track space debris, anything they want to keep track of, there's a great opportunity to use blockchain to do it.
Yeah, it certainly does cut out a lot of the inefficiencies that you had discussed before. What are some of the bigger challenges that enterprises are facing when it comes to blockchain technology?
Now, the fact is that the blockchain is just really, as a new technology, is very hard to implement. It requires a whole new skill set, a whole new infrastructure, a new way of thinking about things. So like with any new technological revolution, one of the biggest challenges is just understanding how to connect it to their existing systems, how to make it work with what they already have.
And Dr. Ritchie, tell me about SimbaChain and how it differentiates itself from other blockchain technology.
Yeah, so SimbaChain is not a blockchain. It's an abstracted middleware technology that makes developing on the blockchain really, really easy. It's a REST API development platform that any developer can use to add Web3 technologies to their current Web2 stack. So it just makes it super easy, cost-effective, fast to integrate these new technologies into what they're currently doing and get all the advantages of Web3 into their systems.
And when you look forward here, what does the landscape look like in another 3, 5, 10 years that this will become ubiquitous with the technology stacks that enterprises and governments leverage?
Yeah, I really believe so. This feels to me very much like the year 2000 and we were all back with the internet, right? I mean, everyone's like, what are we going to do with it? How's it going to work? But then these use cases start to get built out. People understand the value. I think it's the same type of thing. It's a 20, 30-year project, but I believe in that period of time, all of these organizations are going to be implementing components of this Web3 into what they're currently doing.
All right, Dr. Ritchie, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.
You're welcome.